What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I have a very interesting new knife unboxing. Before I jump into that, today's unboxing knife is going to be my Kaiser Sheepdog. This one is the Blade HQ exclusive with the 10V steel. It is the thumb hole variant, and it does have the micarta. This weekend I actually just filmed a stonewash video on this one, which I think came out really nicely, especially on that pocket clip. Looks really worn, and I did do a mineral oil treatment and let that sit and dry that out. Think it looks really good. Doesn't even look like the same green. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this one because it is a very interesting knife. I saw this on another YouTuber's channel. Actually, Jared over there on Neves Naz reviewed this recently, and it really caught my eye. So if you were not familiar, this is a Vosteed, and this one here has M390 and it has micarta handles. Let's go ahead and jump in here really quick. I really like the packaging. I'm going to pull that out here in just a second so that you can see this, but I'm going to tell you why it was very interesting to me. It has very premium materials. If you're familiar with or you've been in the knife community for a little while, you know M390 is not a cheap steel. It is the European counterpart to 20CV. But as I mentioned, it's a very interesting box. It's very well represented. I do love presentation. You can see here it tells you how to separate it. It has little notches here. And let's go ahead and take a look inside the box. Lots of packaging here. You get the sleeve, you get the tin, and you also get the taco. Here's the website in case you want to go check that out. Really nice. This is I'm liking the presentation, already not regretting the purchase, but let's get into the actual knife and see. So here's the information in case you want to pause it. It's the Bellamy M390 3.44 inch blade, clip point style blade cut, hollow grind, and micarta handles. All right, let's go ahead. Lots of stuff to put to the side today. Got a little bit of tape here. All right, let's have a look at this. So the micarta, it is grooved, has a little bit of micro milling, so it looks like a natural canvas micarta, but it's actually not. It is actually very similar to this micarta here on the Kaiser. It's just micro milled, so it does actually feel really good in hand. I know they call it green, but it looks more tannish to me. As you can see here, it does have a reversible deep carry pocket clip, so that's already nice. It's not sacrificing for that lanyard hole. It's pretty deep carry. You're just going to have that little bit of knife sticking out of the pocket, which is fine. Let's check out the jimping here. Nice jimping. Goes all the way around. And as you can tell, it has a front flipper, and it does have that jimping that I do like, where it's really tight together. It has a fuller. I'm not quite sure which way to deploy it, so I'm going to go the safe route for the first deployment. I'm going to hit it with the flipper tab. Oh, it does have a pretty strong detent. Very surprising. I like the stonewash on there. It's not too reflective. You do have the Vosteed emblem there, and you have the Bellamy label there and the M390 there. Let's see how the action is on close. Whoa, that is really smooth. Wow, that is smooth. Let's try this fuller. Fuller's not bad. It's a little tight to access it, but not terrible. Wow, that is extremely well tuned. How is the lockup on this? Locked up solid. How's centering on this? Dead center. Let's try the front flipper. Oh, that works really well. Can you get the reach around? Yep. I wonder if I can, yep, finger roll. You can hear some rattling, and I've heard some people talk about this. So this standoff right here, because the stop pin on this one is internal. You see it right here. Wants to focus on my hand. Watch it move with the blade. See it moving? So it has a built-in internal stop pin. This doesn't really do anything. It's just a standoff. What I had seen on a couple of reviews is that is loose. And what they did is they just put a little bit of the lithium grease on either side of that, and that just eliminated that. So here's why I wanted to say this is a very interesting knife. You can see it does have some milling on the liners. It's smaller on the liner lock side. I forgot to check that lockup. Looking at about 40% lockup. This has a pretty good weight to it. I'll wait and do the weight. I'll wait and do the weight. I will do the weight in the full review. This is just an unboxing, first impressions, and to give you a look-see at the knife and talk very high level about the knife itself. It does have a really nice hollow grind. It's a little shallow though. It like stops right about there. But I think that's also because it's not a very thick blade. This is more of a sleeker design. What are the ergos like? Feels really comfortable for having large hands. Man, this feels really lightweight. Really comfortable in hands. As I was saying, this is just an unboxing and initial impressions. I do like to carry the knife, cut with the knife. Wow, that is some seriously smooth action. And just spend some time with the knife to really get a good sense of, wow, that is impressive. Good grief. A good sense of the knife so I can give you, a very informative review. So if you do enjoy the content and the unboxing, so you can experience that with me and then getting a full comprehensive review later, so that you get, as much information as possible out of the knife in case you're considering it. Leave a like for this video. It does help me. Consider subscribing. I'd love to have you follow along. And if you're enjoying the content, why not? Turn on that notification bell to all so you'll get alerts when all of the content drops, and then you can choose what videos you do want to watch and which ones you may not want to be watching. So if you're not into modding your knives, you're just into the reviews, that might be your thing. Or if you are into doing some light mods, so like the stone wash with the force patina on the micarta, that might be your thing. I might try that on this too, just to see how that comes out. That might be something that you want to check out. And then you'll get the notification when the full review comes out. So why is this particular knife interesting? I will share this right here, right now. When you think M390 and you think micarta, you probably are thinking something along the lines of the MKM Gosia, which is $199. But I will say there are some differences as well. You are getting a bigger blade. You are getting titanium bolts, you're getting a titanium pocket clip, and you are getting a titanium backspacer with their micarta variant. This knife is under $140. I can tell you, I didn't think we would see M390 below $200 for a long time still. I know that there's other knives out there that get that type of material, that M390, really close to this price point, but under $140 is really impressive. And the knife right out the box seems like a pretty good buy. I'm pretty happy with this pickup. It has a lot of deployment options, very fidgetable. It has, even if you don't have the front flipper, it does have the flipper tab, and I think most people would be okay with just that. But it does have the fuller, which actually seems to work really well. Now, the only downside is probably that it's a clip point. I do like the drop point a little bit more, but I think the clip point is very good looking. I like the drop point because from a utility perspective, when you go to do any type of detailed work, you just got to come up a little bit higher. And that's my only knock. But honestly, getting into packages, I have found that when you use that belly right there, it cuts through that tape just fine with no issues. It's just when I'm cutting, like, the strips of tape to cover up the labels and things of that nature, that I do like having that tip. So let me know what you guys think about the Vosteed Bellamy down in the comments below. Are you interested in this? I mean, M390 bearings, micarta, that's really well done. This milling feels really good. I'll include in the review how it goes in and out of the pocket, etc. But right out the box, I'm happy with this purchase so far. I mean, it is, again, an initial impression, but the experience of that initial impression is really, really good. I hope all of you have a fantastic week. Thanks for tuning in for today's video, and until next time, peace.